Hey everybody, it's Andy here, and I am here once again for another thoughts, reactions, and opinions kind of like video here. Because yeah, here today as of November 1st of 2023, we got finally the trailer for the Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Yes, the final wave of the Booster Course Pass. Supposedly, but I'm assuming this is probably the last one, so I don't think we'll get another DLC unless they decide to re-release this game for a second time on the Switch 2, Switcheroo, Super Switch, whatever the hell it's called, because those rumors are starting up right now too, because we're coming down to the end of the Switch's life cycle. But yeah, we are here finally with what is the last wave for the Booster Course Pass, and boy, I thought we'd get this a little bit later this month, like here in November, but hey, earlier is better than than later, right? So glad to see that here. So yeah, so I'd like to specify that I have seen the trailer already on my own time. I was up at around 7 a.m. my time, and I saw the trailer. So I got a little bit of a view of it, but not really the best perspective since I was watching it on my phone on my bed. So so I didn't get like the best views of it. So there might be stuff I hear I will see for the very first time that I didn't really see when I was initially watching it. So but yeah, we'll take a look right here now. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the DLC here, and without further ado, let's dive in, shall we? I think we shall. All right, and already opening up right here, you can hear that tune. This was definitely one we'll talk about in a second. Here's all the courses that are going to be in wave number 6 of the Booster Course Pass. So I do have some things to say when it comes to all this. So yeah. But to start off, yes, the music, you could probably already tell. For if you're a Mario Kart veteran or played Mario Kart games in the past, you know what this track is. It is Wii Rainbow Road. That is right. So I think everyone and their mother expected this track to get in. It was kind of obvious this was going to happen. So at the start of the year, I think it was on the Mario Kart Tour social media accounts. They were promoting stuff that they've been working on the game, and one of the tracks that they showcased for that was Mario Kart Wii's Rainbow Road. So and here we are. It actually has finally come to the game here, and I knew this was gonna come in at some point here into this game, so it was just bound to happen. So yeah, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I know some people probably will hate me for saying this, but I don't care. This is my personal opinion. If you like this track, that's more than welcome to you. But for me personally, back on the Wii version of Mario Kart Wii for this track, I did not like this track. Then again, I didn't like any of the tracks in the Special Cup as a whole. I don't know. It just I felt like the courses in the game kind of fell off. For the vanilla courses in what is a really good game of a bunch of race courses that are made specifically for Mario Kart Wii that are made originally for that game, are all very good. Just the last few courses, like the last four courses in the or I guess the last four courses in the vanilla courses, or the I guess the Special Cup in this case, I did not really like at all. This Rainbow Road in particular was one I did not like one bit, honestly. So it's just because it felt like that this course just had just I guess it is supposed to be a hard course. Don't get me wrong. I know it's supposed to be a hard course, but it just felt like this course was just so easy to just fall off and whatnot. Like you can just bank off like a wall and you fly off the track. There's a turn at the start of the track which is like shouldn't be very hard to take, but it just like you drift at it wrong and you just fly right off the course and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just did not like it. I think it's mainly just because of how Wii's handling is. It just felt like a lot of the carts and bikes in that game just did not have any weight to them, and it just was so easy to like fling yourself off by accident and whatnot. So yeah. Here, however, for Mario Kart 8, I will be honest with you. I will give this course another chance to redeem itself for me, because I feel like if I had a vehicle or just a game in the series where I just had more weight to my controls and whatnot, which this game has compared to Wii, I think I'd like this course a little more. And I'm going to definitely give this course definitely a second chance to redeem itself for me personally, to see if I like it. So it kind of did the same with Moonview Highway when that came into the last wave. It was a course I desperately did not like at all. But it has been a course that I'm like, yeah, it's all right in this game. I mean, because they kind of heavily nerfed it, so that is what it is. This course does not seem like it's been heavily nerfed at all. I'll talk about that here real quickly. So yeah, it definitely looks a lot of the same as you've seen in Mario Kart Wii and whatnot. You still got the branching paths, which is great, and it looks like the track is definitely a lot more wider too, which is something I can't say was the same thing for the original. And there's anti-gravity on the track too, which will make things a little bit easier to navigate around. But I think actually that it actually benefits this track a little more to have anti-gravity as well. I think that will be pretty fun too. And then there's the big gap shortcut you can do right here, which is great. I know some people are like excited about that because you can just pull that stuff off. So very cool to see it. I was able to pull this shortcut off in the Wii version, so I'm happy to see that that came back. Just seeing those little Mario Kart Wii little shortcuts coming back is always awesome to see. So I like seeing that. Very, very fun. Graphically wise, this course looks great. This looks amazingly good. They did it. They touched this track up so nicely. It looks great. I can't say anything wrong with how it looks. It looks great. The soundtrack sounds pretty good too. So very, very much enjoying how the updated remix sounds like for the track too. It sounds very, very good. So yeah. And then we got a Tour Madrid Drive. So yes, we get the last couple, I believe, city courses that Tour has. If for those that don't know, they specified a little while ago that Tour tracks and stuff like that are done. There's not going to be any more custom or new courses being added to Tour and whatnot. So we did get the last couple city courses in the game. There is one course that's Tour exclusive that didn't make it, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit here. But yeah, here's Madrid Drive, which, yeah, this is the one that has the soccer field and whatnot. It looks pretty dang fun. I remember seeing footage of it, and yeah, I think this has potential to be a pretty good Tour track. I've not any much issues with these city courses. I know some people don't like them, but I like them. They're a nice change of pace and change of gameplay a little bit, where every lap feels different and whatnot. So this one looks like it could be pretty fun too. So very excited to play it, because yeah, these Tour city tracks have been pretty fun every time they've added them. So looking forward to it. And then one I'm very excited for, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is one I've been clamoring for a while, and it's Donkey Kong Mountain from the GameCube. That is right, yes. So I'm very happy about this. This is one of these double dash tracks that I very much like. I was getting worried that it might not get in here, because there was a lot of speculation that people were saying it was either going to be this or Dino Dino Jungle or Mushroom Bridge. I mean, Mushroom Bridge would have been great too. But between this and Dino Dino Jungle, I was on Team DK Mountain. So, and I don't mind Dino Dino Jungle. It's a pretty solid little course, but I think this one's a little more iconic, personally, where you blast yourself off the cannon and then drive your way down the mountain with rocks falling, like rock boulders falling all over the place, and you have to dodge them and whatnot. So, yeah. And plus, it gives you another Donkey Kong representation, which is great. And with this this wave having pretty heavily focusing on Donkey Kong, with Diddy Kong and Funky Kong getting added to the game. And I guess Pauline as well. She can be considered a Donkey Kong character. OG DK character, not DKC character. But yeah, it's nice to see that we're getting more Donkey Kong representation. And yeah, this course is one I really like. And it's another one from Wii. This was a track that was a retro course in Wii. And I'm glad to see it. And look at that. The boys are right there. If only Dixie was in the game, we would have had all four, and that would have been like amazing. So, but unfortunately, it is what it is. We can't always get all the things we want, so it is what it is. But glad to see this course getting in, and I'll definitely want to see the extended footage for the track when we check out the Japanese website in just a second here. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Daisy Circuit, we've already knew from the direct. And yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. And Piranha Plant Cove. So this was one of the Tour exclusive tracks that people have been waiting on for a little while, actually. I think this was a track that was revealed, I think, a year ago or so, or maybe it was earlier this year. I don't remember. Time is all over the place that I don't remember exactly, but this was definitely one of them that was revealed a little while back, and this is one that people were expecting for a few waves now, and finally we got it now, and yeah, it's about time. And people have been clamoring that who played Tour, saying this track is pretty dang good. So I'm very excited to see how good this track is, because yeah, I've been highly anticipating this track to finally getting in, and we finally got it. A lot of people were expecting that this track would get in when PD Piranha was announced for the game, so it's nice to see that it actually was not the case, and it came in a little bit afterwards. So yeah, very happy to see this track finally getting in. And this is one I've been looking forward to. SNES Bowser's Castle 3. I know you're probably like, wait, you're looking forward to a SNES track? Yes, because this SNES Bowser's Castle has been giving such a big facelift compared to the original rendition of it for a tour that it was like, oh man, this track could work so well for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I think most people probably saw like pictures of this track when they put it in tour, and people were like, this track definitely benefits a lot for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and sure enough, it does. This track looks phenomenally well done. Like this is a hell of a good remake for a Super Nintendo track. Because a lot of the Super Nintendo tracks, let's be honest, are just the Super Nintendo track original, and there's not much difference to them, right? This definitely looks like there's actually effort put into it, and it looks like it's going to be big difference compared to the original, which I like seeing because as much as I like playing the tracks when they're not changed and whatnot, I do like seeing some changes to some tracks when, especially if they're like just plain whatever tracks, like this track for example. Like this was definitely one of the better Bowser castles in SNES. It was definitely one of the harder ones. So I'm glad to see that we got this track, and finally we got a Bowser's Castle. I mean, that would have been one critique I had for this booster course pass, is that I wish we got a few more Bowser Castles into the game, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But at least we got one here. Would have liked to seen more of them, but this was a good one to choose from, especially with how much they've added and changed to it for the tour variant, and now where it's here in 8, which I think will play even better in my personal opinion. Rome Avanti we also got as well, and we got a first look at Pauline in the bike outfit, which hell yeah, I like seeing that. Look at that right there. Look at that. I'm glad to see that they gave her the bike outfit, and she's got like the high heels on and stuff like that, or the high heel boots. That's looking good, looking good. Again, yeah, another tour track, city track. This one I haven't seen too much of, honestly, compared to the other one. But this one I'm still looking forward to trying out too, because again, like I said before, the city tracks have been always pretty fun. They can't be any worse than what Tokyo Blur was, right? Because I think Tokyo Blur is still like the most underwhelming of the city courses, which is kind of ironic, but it is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, looks pretty good. They didn't show too much of it here. And then I know this one has been getting a little bit of a controversy here, and this is a 3DS Ice World. Yeah, so we got ourselves another 3DS course, which is very surprising because we all thought that the 3DS was done, but here we are. We got another 3DS course, and it's Rosalina's Ice World. And I'll be honest, this is a course I kind of forgot existed. It's kind of just a course that kind of exists in Mario Kart 7, honestly. So I kind of just forgot this course even existed. But I will say it's nice to see that we got courses based off of Super Mario Galaxy into the game, because it's such a groundbreaking title for the 3D Mario games. And yeah, seeing representation for Galaxy is always pretty nice. However, for this track, I honestly don't remember a whole lot of it, honestly. Like, I only played 7 like a few number of times, and that's really about it. So this is a course I don't really remember too much. And that's not a good thing. So I would have taken other tracks in general for this. Like for Mario Kart 7 in particular, I would have taken Shy Guy Bazaar, because that one's a little bit more memorable to me personally. Woohoo Loop would have been cool too, and of course Maka Woohoo would have been sweet. One of those two would have been great. Other than that, I don't know. This course I feel is a little bit of a just a whatever course pick. Honestly, it is a course from the last cup in the game. But yeah, I don't think it was a very memorable one. I would have taken stuff from other games, like DS. You had like Airship Fortress sitting right there for you, and you didn't add it, which is kind of weird. I'm still kind of surprised that didn't even make it into this like at all. But oh well. I would have maybe taken another GameCube track and put it here too, if there was one that they could choose from. N64 Mario Kart would have had a beneficial from this as well, but yeah, I don't know. I think this is one that I think people just have to grow on just to like a little bit more, because I don't know. Again, this is one of those unmemorable ones to me personally. Maybe it's got its fan base, but for me, it's definitely a track that I didn't really care for, honestly, or just remembered it existed, honestly. So I'll probably like it if I played on Mario Kart 8. But yeah, it's definitely a track for sure that I sure as heck don't really remember. So yeah, I just remember because it had the observer commentary there. That's about it. So yeah, that's our final wave of the booster course pass, and for selection wise, pretty good, I will say. I think there's just one I'm thinking that's just kind of like honestly, which could have been a better choice or better pick personally, but it is what it is. I still think we had some pretty good banging courses in this this booster course pass wave, so I can't be too upset of it because I did get a lot of the courses that I wanted in all of these booster course passes. At least that one way, one in every wave, I got something out of it, so which is really good. So yeah, yeah, pretty good wave, all things considered. And yeah, we got Diddy, Funky, Peachette, and Pauline. And Diddy Kong is a medium weighted class, which I'm glad that he's medium weight, so that's great to see. Funky is heavy, obviously, yeah. Peachette is medium, which is kind of figured, and then Pauline is heavy weighted, which is interesting. I didn't think she'd be that, but yeah, we didn't get any small weight characters in this, which is actually very surprising. No small weight characters for weight class for this wave, which is surprising. So we didn't get any new small weight characters at all. So, but I think overall the new characters they've added in this, fantastic. I like the characters that they brought back for this these booster course passes. Would I like to have seen a little more? Yeah, sure, but it is what it is. So I'm glad what we got here. There would have been characters I would have taken over Peachette, but if they want Peachette in the game, it's their choice. That's what they decide. That's their game first, obviously. And yeah, the courses come out on November 9th of 2023, which is actually next Thursday. So we will be doing a stream on my channel when the booster course pass wave 6 comes out, and I will be doing my first impression stream of it too. So where I'll play all the courses on 150, Mir, and 200cc, and check out all the other features that they've added for the update and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So let's go take a look at some extended footage for the tracks, shall we? All right, so we're here on the Japanese website here, and yeah, this is where you can find like extended footage for all the new courses and stuff like that. So we're gonna take a look at that because they show a little footage on the tracks basically. So we're gonna showcase all that. So we're gonna start off with the first one right here. I definitely need to translate it so it's in English if I can. Yeah, here we go. So we got Tor Rome Romani or Avanti here. So we'll take a look at this one here. It's gonna go into full screen right here. I'll put it into highest quality that we can get here. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look at this one. Soundtrack sounds pretty good, yeah. Looks really good too. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. I definitely like that. That's pretty good. We got DK Mountain, which is what I'm very excited for, and yeah. Oh, I love the music on this course. Very excited for it. Very excited for it. So interestingly, I noticed something just now looking at this actually. They definitely blocked one of the cuts, I believe, here. Yeah, so I think in Tor they've added these fences here. So I think it's the second one right here. There's like a big cut you could take right there. Actually, let me point my pointing finger. It's this wall right back in the back over here. There's like a cut you can take right here and whatnot, and it looks like they've blocked you off from taking that. So I know some people probably will complain about that because it's small little things like that some people will complain about. Oh well. This was the best part about the track, was blasting yourself up the mountain, right? So yeah, I like how the mountain looks graphically. I like what they did with him. He looks good. He's like all like steamy. He's like all like red hot. He's got like lava bits popping out of him and whatnot. Looks good. He looks good. I like the angry looking mountain. Very excited to hear the full soundtrack for this track when it comes out. So yeah, this is definitely one I'm very excited to playing again. For the first time since Mario Kart Wii, actually. So yeah. Daisy Circuit. I think they've shown this. I think they've released this extended footage a while back, but I haven't really seen it. So we'll take a look at it. Again, a track that it's like one of my personal favorites from Mario Kart Wii coming back in. It's in my top 5. But yeah, very excited for this track to come back in. It looks good. And gives Daisy another chorus. Daisy always has some good choruses. Like Wario and Waluigi always have good choruses. Daisy has some pretty solid tracks as well. So, and this is another one of her personal best ones that I think that she has. Next is that's not the name of it. It was Piranha Plant Cove is what this is called. So we'll take a look at that. So yeah, this track I've been hearing is very, very good. The soundtrack is very good on this course. I remember hearing the song for it, but as for playstyle for it, I don't know. I've not played it. I've not played Tour when this course came out, so I've only played Tour in its early stages, and I've only seen footage. And yeah, it looks like it could be a fun course. I'm very excited for this to finally get into the game. Could be a good course for this this wave, but we'll see when that comes out. And then we got Madrid here, which is one I've seen a little bit of footage on, and one I'm very excited for. Because it's the soccer field, and you have to dodge soccer balls and whatnot. That looks really fun. There's that big field, and there's the Wiggler just sitting there. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a really good course, all things considered, and very excited to see how the path for this track is gonna play out. Because yeah, there's a lot of paths on this course. Like you got over here, or actually, let me bring this up here. Because you got back over here, you can go through. That'll probably come out for a lap, and then you come down this way, I'm assuming, and then there's probably one you go around going like this, I'm assuming. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what they do for the paths on this track. Because from what I've seen on the map is pretty expansive for this place. So I could see a lot of places they could add for pathways for this track. Rosetta Planet. So yeah, Rosalina's Ice World here is the next one here. Again, like I said, the course I don't really remember too much on, really. I know it was a snow track. I do remember this cut right here. This turn right here was the only thing I do kind of remember was this area right here. Everything else, I don't really remember too much on, so, but hopefully it plays good. I do like seeing snow tracks in the game, so I hope this one is another good snow one. Again, I've said my piece just a moment ago about tracks I would have preferred over here. Heck, even I didn't even mention it, but like a ghost theme track would have been cool too. But oh well, it is what it is. But I'll probably like it. It's I don't tend to hate a lot of tracks in these DLCs. There's maybe like a couple of them I just didn't find too great after playing them, but I'm usually pretty positive when it comes to a lot of course selections. So I go with what they add. And then we got Bowser's Castle 3 from Super Nintendo here, and this one looks good. This is a track that looks great, and this one looks like it was built to be in for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Graphically, it looks fantastic, and it's finally about time we got another Bowser's Castle here. Yeah, so definitely a lot different compared to the original variation of it, and this is the part in particular I'm very much looking forward to. You can either take the bottom path here with these jumps, or you can take these little ramps and get big air off of them too. So there's definitely choices on where you can take, where you can go on this course, which I really like. They're very not that big either, I will say, honestly. Like these like little jumps, I guess you can call them. I'm not sure what you can call them, but yeah, they're not very big pathways either you can take. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing on this track. And like I said before, it's great to see a Bowser's Castle, and it's a remake, and it's a lot different compared to its original counterparts. Yeah, and the soundtrack sounds like it's going to be really good for this course too. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be a good course. That might be one that people will really like. I think I know for sure I'll heavily like that one too. And then last but not least, we got Wii Rainbow Road. So yeah, again, of course, I'm hoping that I like a little bit more in this game just because of how the controls handle in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, but we will see on that. It looks really good. The soundtrack for it sounds very good too. And oh, they kept that sound when you go up the little boost thing. I will say, even though this was my least favorite Rainbow Road, I did like this part, like this jump right here, and I also liked this part where you shoot yourself into here. My question is can you still dodge the blue shell going off this jump? That would be sick if you could take this thing and then the blue shell's still coming and then you can still dodge it. But I'm gonna assume probably not. I think when you get hit by the blue shell, you're probably falling into the pit, unfortunately, because that's just how this game is programmed, sadly. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really hoping that I do appreciate this track a little bit more, and compared to how it originally was in the original Marker Wii. So yeah, because it looks good, and I really want to appreciate and like the track a little bit more. So, but we'll see. Yeah, and so that was that, and of course, like I said, we up getting Diddy Kong here, Funky, Pauline, and Peachette for characters for this wave here. So yeah, we're definitely excited to try all of them out here for sure. Definitely excited to play as Diddy Kong again. That's the one I'm very much looking forward to the most. He's the character I want the most out of anybody here. Well, actually, it was Diddy, Funky, and Pauline are the ones I really wanted. Peachette, it's just a character, I guess. Not one I really was clamoring for. I don't think anyone was really. So, but whatever. It is. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, overall, this was the wave 6 for the booster course pass, and again, I think course selection wise, pretty solid for the most part. Minus one that didn't really care for or just remembered that much. I would have taken other things over it, but again, it's gonna be a track I'll probably like the more I play it. On my stream for Margaret Sundays, or just trying it out for the very first time on my first impression stream. So we'll see on that one. We'll see. But as for a whole for the booster course pass, this is it. I gotta be honest. Not terrible, but also not amazing either. It's a bit of a mixed bag. There are some courses that they did really well on, and some courses that didn't do too hot on, honestly. But I will say Mario Kart Wii fans definitely ate very well. There's a lot of courses from Mario Kart Wii, whether they were retro courses or vanilla courses from Mario Kart Wii, made it into the game. So, and that's cool by me because I liked playing Mario Kart Wii back in the day, and seeing a lot of courses that were originally from that is very great. I would have liked to have seen more GameCube tracks and N64 tracks, but I guess I can understand why there was not a whole lot of N64 tracks, because they added a lot of them in the base game originally, so I can understand why for that. But GameCube, I would have liked to have seen a little more on. There was definitely not a whole lot of them. I think we only got, what, 3 GameCube tracks throughout this entire booster course pass, and I would rather have seen a little bit more of those in the game, because yeah, we had a lot of Wii tracks, but I think you could have taken a few Wii tracks out and put a few GameCube ones in. Like Mushroom Bridge would have been a good one to see. Heck, I know it wasn't even in Tour, but the GameCube Rainbow Road would have been cool to see too. The Bowser's Castle, I think, if I remember, was a pretty good one in there too. So, just very disappointed there wasn't a whole lot of GameCube track representation as a whole in the booster course pass, because yeah, we only got like a little small handful of them too. So there was definitely not a whole lot of GameCube for Mario Kart Deluxe as a whole. So, which is a little unfortunate. We pretty much got the entire library besides like maybe like 4 courses, and most of them that I really wanted got into the game. The only one that did not make it in was Toad Factory. I would have loved to have seen Toad Factory get in over stuff like Mushroom Gorge and Moonview Highway personally, but what I did end up getting Maple Treeway and Koopa Cape and Coconut Mall and stuff, and Daisy Circuit. So there was courses that made it in that I really wanted from Wii, so I can't be upset about that. DS, the only course I could think of that I really wanted was Airship Fortress. That was like the only one that I really wished got into the game. I still find it very odd that they didn't put it in, so it's a very odd choice, but maybe they'll save it for the next Mario Kart game. I don't know, but even though it's already been remade in 7 already, so really weird, because it was in Mario Kart Tour, so it's odd that they didn't put it into here. So oh well, but at least we got Waluigi Pinball. That was the big one for sure back at Wave 2. So yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm very happy we got a lot of courses now. So I'm pretty sure this is most likely it for Mario Kart 8 as a whole, unless they come out of nowhere and be like, hey, here's a second wave or our second booster course pass, which I don't think is going to happen. I think we now wait for the final wave to come out, and then we just wait for the next game to come out for whenever that will come out for the next console, because I'd have to think that now is a good time to start working on the next game after this DLC's out. So just because it made sense to support this game, just because the Wii U did not do well, and then they put this game on the Switch, and then it thrived more on the Switch, and then it made sense just to put a bunch of tracks for it, because it was one of the most sold games on the Switch, right? So it made sense for them to do this. So and for someone who like me, who has played this game on a weekly basis since it's come out back on the Wii U, I mean, yeah, I'm glad to see that it ended up getting a heck of a lot of content. I would have not have believed that we would have gotten 48 courses, honestly. So not all of them were bangers, but most of them I think were pretty dang good choices that they've added. There are some things I wish they did a little bit more on, like maybe do more of the Mario Kart 8 mechanics, like anti-gravity and stuff like that. And then they slowly added like doing like half pipes and stuff like that, which is fun, but I wish more of the tracks added the half pipe mechanic, because there's like a few tracks that only use it. So would just like to have seen more of that added into the booster course pass. That could have been like the big thing they brought back for the booster course pass, but oh well, is what it is, unfortunately. I know I'm saying is what it is a lot in this video, but that's all I can say. It is what it is. It's a missed opportunities, and sometimes opportunities weren't taken, or they did take them and they just weren't executed well, if that makes any sense. So but yeah, that's that, guys. So I'm surprised, I'm kind of shocked that we're here finally for the last time doing one of these first impressions and reactions and opinion streams for, or I guess not streams, just videos for this game, because yeah, this is the last one, and if there happens to be another one, I'll probably still continue doing these, but yeah, this is certainly the last one of these. And yeah, they were very fun to do, so I'll need to find more content to do something like this again in the near future for sure, because I like talking about Mario Kart tracks because it's fun. At some point, I would like to do a tier list video on all the tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and rank them from my favorites to least favorite, and give my reasons why on that, because I think that would be a fun one to do. But I like to do that on stream and then make it like a YouTube video at some point. So I think that would be a pretty fun video to do at some point. So yeah, but definitely look out for that. So yeah. But yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up my video for this. So yeah, if you enjoyed my video for this, make sure to give it a like on YouTube. Also subscribe for more of my videos like this, reactions, or just highlights from streams and stuff like that, and including that. Make sure to follow me on twitch.tv, or not twitch.tv. Yeah, twitch.tv/AndyManTGBD. And yeah, that's where I do streams pretty much every week, and I play Mario Kart on Sundays pretty much. So if you want to play Mario Kart with me, especially when the new courses come out, for sure, come by on there, because I do Mario Kart on Sundays every week. So, and we look forward to new people to play Mario Kart with on the channel. So if you'd like to do that, link is in the description below. And yeah, it's always fun to see people to come by and play Mario Kart with me whenever they're around. So yeah, but with that being said, that's gonna do it. So thank you guys, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you all next time. So until then, you guys have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever you're watching this, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.